All right. Hello, my name is William Bashirs, fourth grade teacher at Salinas Elementary and one of the co-founders of Al Najim and the Smart Show Conceptual Art Show. I want to do a couple of quick videos on some resources that you might find helpful. All these can be found at our website with more detail, orderofthedeadcrows.com. I'd begin with, as far as YouTube videos, Art Assignment by Sarah Erskine. They haven't made any new videos in a long time, but their videos some of them are very quality videos and they actually give little homework assignments that I find useful to use with my class. She also published a book, You Are an Artist, which are actually the art assignments from the YouTube channel. If you venture off into poetry, Poetry Speaks is a wonderful resource where it actually comes with CDs of the poetry being spoken by the authors. So for this first video, in addition to that, some artists that I would highly recommend or that we use in the class to introduce concepts. We always begin with Marcel Duchamp, who created the fountain. Interesting character and a really kind of liberating art figure in the sense that the fountain's actually a urinal turned sideways and he just said it was art. And it's everything you want it to be. It's nonsense, but it's very valuable. It makes you question what is art, who determines what makes art. And based on this kind of anger, right? He did it as a joke, from my understanding, and then they said it's not art, and then he kind of just ran away with it. And then later went with ready-mades, where he would literally just take a shovel, hang it on the wall, and say, I think it's called In Advance of a Broken Arm, where the art piece is actually done in the head. A good person to look at, and also an art assignment, would be Sister Coretta Kent's 10 Rules. She was a nun from the LA area. And she just has a very good take on the hard work and the work ethic and what's needed to be an artist. From there, we almost always go into Ai Weiwei. He has an art piece called Remembering, which was the art piece, and he wrote an article about how he became the most hated person in China. He was like the darling of China. He did the Bird's Nest, which is a beautiful architectural stadium. And then an earthquake happened. And basically his art piece is using data. He just recorded the names of these kids that died that the government was refusing to talk about. And this became his art piece. So it's a very political art piece. Another art piece we use from him is the sunflower seeds, where he made, 100, 200 million sunflower seeds. But it was basically taking over manufacturing and talking about how manufacturing is done. So he basically had a whole town incorporated into it. So the art piece was the mechanism of actually creating the goods and services. Probably my favorite artist, Felix Gonzalez Torres. Untitled Portrait of Ross in LA is a good one. And Untitled Perfect Lovers. Very minimalist artist. Portrait of Ross in LA is a candy art piece that the audience takes the candy and the art piece shrinks over time. His partner died from HIV/AIDS related illness and he actually shrank. So it's actually redefining portraiture. So you don't know what his partner looks like, but you know the process of his death. You know the love that this person had for him. Janine Antoni, amazing artist, Loving Care. She did an art piece where she mopped the floor with her own hair using her mom's hair dye. Marina Abramovich is very famous. The Artist is Present, which is an art piece where you just sit in silence that we actually use as a lesson. And it's pretty intense if you ever sat and stared at somebody for 1 to 5 minutes. It's pretty insane. Sonia Clark, wonderful American artist. My favorite art piece of hers is called Unraveling. She deals with racial issues. In this art piece, it's the Confederate flag, original one, and the audience actually takes it apart strand by strand. And as they take it apart, this flag that represents the war that we had over slavery between the North and the South, and is this symbol that is very controversial, becomes red, white, and blue. So it's almost like a history lesson being unraveled. Richard Long, A Line Made by Walking. He's an interesting artist that just uses nature. He'll paint with mud. Line Made by Walking, he just walked back and forth and created the art using earth. In the second part of the video, we'll go over metaphors and talk about those. But you can find all these at orderofthedeadcrows.com and actually student art pieces that go with it. Thank you.